What is up, comic book fans, readers, collectors, cover lovers? Everyone is welcome here at Nerdy Geeks Comics, no matter how you collect. Today is Friday, January the 23rd, 2026, and this is my FOC video that I meant to get out for you yesterday, but it turned out to end up being for today. But turns out it's actually a good thing because some series were pushed back. Others were pushed forward, others were pushed back, new covers dropped. So hopefully I'm going to give you the most accurate final order cutoff video I can. A lot of great books coming out, a ton of ratios that I personally will be picking up. So it's going to be a great FOC video. Get out your notepads or take your screenshots so you know what you're going to order this week if you see something that interests you. Let's get to my list. All right, so like I said, this is this coming Monday's FOC for January the 26th. Make sure you get your orders in so you don't miss out on any of these books, because this is the last way you're guaranteed to pick up one of these copies, and you're not going to be scrambling for it later. And two, you can get your discount. Hobby's expensive, like I always said. So best way to save money is get your books in early and get your discount, so you're not trying to find them on New Comic Book Day or on the secondary market, a couple of weeks after, where now they're 4 or 5 times cover price. Here we go. First off, we're going to start with Absolute Batman, issue number 17. This is cover A by Nick Dragotta, and this is when we're finally getting the full introduction of Absolute Poison Ivy. A lot of people have been waiting for this. I myself have been excited for this. Poison Ivy is one of those characters that's just a mainstay in Batman. She's one of the big rogues from his rogue gallery. So really looking forward to seeing how they're doing this. Although looking at it, her look isn't really much different. I mean, this cover could be a regular cover if you take Batman out of it for a Poison Ivy cover, and it would just feel like the regular thing. Maybe they feel like Poison Ivy's not one they really want to mess with, but there we go. We also have cover C, the Dan Panosian variant. Really great cover right here. I feel like this is more of your classic looking Batman. Like, you can tell it's Absolute Batman with, the chest plate, the spikes, but it's more of a classic pose. It's not the absolute Batman that we're all used to, but a really nice cover right here by Dan Panosian. And I will also be picking... Oh, okay. Before we move on to The Amazing Spider-Man, go check out, if you want to, it's up to you. There's actually going to be a lot of variant covers that are going to be retailer exclusive for Absolute Batman 17 because of Poison Ivy. A lot of artists who are doing their own renditions of her. So go check those out. I look up everything from League of Comic Geeks. That's my go-to spot where I get all my covers, new releases that are coming out, the artists that are doing things. So, that's who I use. You use whoever you want. I'm just letting you know, if you don't know where to go look, go check them out. They actually have, a retailer section, when you find the book that you're wanting, and they'll show you what covers are coming out by what retailer. So there's going to be a few, some really nice ones. Go check them out. All right. Now, on to The Amazing Spider-Man Venom Death Spiral number 1. Here we have the McFarlane Toys variant. And again, I told y'all last week, I'm going to be picking up not all of these McFarlane ones, but the ones that really, interest me and look like they're really cool covers. I'm going to pick it up. So this is one of the ones I'm going to pick up. I will also be picking up Ascencia number 32. This is cover A by Carla Cohen. So last week, if you watched my FOC, I had mentioned how, actually not my FOC, my new comic book day that just came out, on Wednesday. If you saw that video, I showed you the Ascencia number 29 that finally came in from Lucho Parillo, and it was the autographed version of it. So I thought I had missed out on this one because I would love to get an autograph by Carla Cohen. So here is your opportunity to get it if you didn't get the Lucho. So again, here's cover A by Carla Cohen. Here is cover B by Carla Cohen, which is the Virgin variant. And then I threw in there cover C, which is the exact same cover, except it's going to be autographed by Carla Cohen. And if I heard my LCS correctly when I picked up my Lucho Parillo cover, that one came in a Mylar with the clear backing board. So not a bad deal to get a Virgin variant in Mylar with the clear backing board and autographed for $24. I will take that all day, especially from great artists like Lucho Parillo and Carla Cohen, two of my absolute favorites. Yes. Here we have Batman Superman World's Finest number 48. This is cover B by Mark Spears. I'm still picking up Mark Spears books. He does not seem to be as hot as he was last year. Personally, I feel like maybe we've had too much Mark Spears with the Trick or Treat blind bags, and then 2 months later coming right back out with the winter blind bags. It feels like it's just too much for me. Like there's only so much we can collect. But I still like his artwork. I do like this Joker. I'm gonna pick it up, but I'm not gonna go hunting for it. So I'm gonna make sure I get it on FOC. Here we have Briar Night Terrors issue number 3. This is cover B by Rebecca Puebla. Really nice cover right here. So Rebecca Puebla is a name you probably know if you've been watching my videos. She's been doing a lot of the cover A's for Hello Darkness recently, and her covers have been really fantastic, and I really do like this cover by her. And she also has this cover C, which is a 1 in 10 Virgin variant. And you know me, if I like the trade dress, I'm probably gonna get the Virgin variant, especially if it's like a 1 in 10, 1 in 15, maybe 1 in 25. Once you get to the 1 in 100s, unless it's something absolutely amazing that I love, I'm probably gonna skip out on it. Every now and then I'll pick up a 1 in 50, as you're gonna see here later on. Here we have cover A, the Sebastian Fiumara variant of Catwoman number 84. So Fiumara has been doing cover A's for the last few issues of Catwoman. They've all been really great, and I'm going to continue to pick them up. And of course, here we have Exquisite Corpses issue number 10. This is cover A by Michael Walsh. So I am behind on this. I want to say I still need to read issue 8 and 9. I did finish 7. I did enjoy it. If you're in the US or in Canada, I don't know anywhere else, you're probably going to be stuck inside for the next 2 or 3 days with the way the winter's going. That's probably how it's going to be for us. So maybe I'll be able to catch up on a lot of my reading, because instead of this being a weekend where I have the honeydew list, or it's like, hey, this person's having a get together, this person's having a get together, let's go. Luckily, I'm going to be stuck at home. There are probably some things we can do around the house to get things going. But I should have some extra time to finally get caught up on all my comic books. So I will be catching up with Exquisite Corpses. So hopefully the next time I put an issue on here, I'm going to tell you I'm caught up and it's great. Here we have cover C, which is the Michael Walsh variant. And this is the one that comes in the poly bag with the trading cards. I have been picking up all of these. Again, I have not gotten a foil card since issue 1 and 2. So hopefully I can finally get back into it. I can't believe that issue 1 and 2 just bam, foil cards right off the bat. And since then, nothing. Hopefully I can get another one. Here we have cover G, the 1 per store Michael Walsh Thank You foil variant. And I think I picked up number one and maybe number two, the foil thank you variants, but I don't think I've gotten any of the others since. Hopefully I can get back on track. Maybe my LCS has another customer who, already claimed them all, and that's why I'm not getting them. I'll find out when I see them next time. Here we have Ghost Pepper. This is issue number 8. This is cover A by Ludo Lullaby. Again, I am still enjoying Ghost Pepper. I do love the anime vibe that we get from it, from the characters, from the art design, the storytelling, the world. It just feels very anime to me, and I really am enjoying it. Interesting to see what's going to happen now that we have Ash, back with some of the characters that knew him before. We'll see what happens. But I will also be picking up cover B, the Daniel Warren Johnson variant. I'm not the biggest Daniel Warren Johnson fan, but I do like his art. It's just he's one of those that if he puts out a cover that I really like, I'm gonna make sure to get it. But I don't pick up everything he does. But this Ghost Pepper cover I do like, and I will be picking it up. I will also be picking up cover C, the 1 in 10 Fred Pham Chung variant. I have been picking up all of these action figure variants for Ghost Pepper specifically. I really do like them. Hopefully I can continue to pick them up and get the whole set. And next up we have Godzilla number 8. This is cover A by Henry Presetia. I don't know how to say that. Hopefully one of those was close. I still am enjoying this series. Again, this is another one I have fallen behind. I want to say issue 5 was the last one I read. So I do need to get caught up. I did enjoy what I read from it so far. It is an interesting take on the whole kaiju universe and how now people can get kaiju powers. Interesting. I am enjoying it. Hopefully, the last 3 issues since I left off have continued to be good. But the covers have been fantastic. Like this one, which is the 1 in 25 Louis De Martini's Godzilla Raids Again poster homage variant. Really great cover right here. We have Anguarius down there with him. We have I'm guessing that's Japanese Kenji writing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I would imagine that's what they're using. Really great cover. Really great homage cover to the movie posters they've been doing. I am trying to pick up all of them because they are fantastic. And I will also be picking up cover B, the Jonathan Uribe variant. Really great cover. We have Godzilla just full of radiation here, ready to just devastate whatever's in front of him. And speaking of Rebecca Puebla earlier, here we have Hello Darkness, issue number 19. This is cover A, of course, by Rebecca Puebla. This one is actually the 1 in 10 Virgin variant that I will be picking up. But just so you know, there's also a trade dress variant. So pick up whichever one you like. But the thing about these 1 in 10s is even if you grab it from your LCS, they're usually maybe a couple bucks more than cover price. Maybe $7, $8.99. So, to me, it's worth it for a pickup. Here we have cover B, the Jenny Frizen variant. And here it looks like we have some type of, reminds me of Crystal Lake. Friday the 13th, you're swimming in that water and then Jason's trying to reach up for you. But instead here, it's a ton of different hands that are reaching out for her. Really creepy, long, skinny, fingers with like sharp points. It doesn't even look like they're nails. It looks like they're just claws or something that are coming out of there. Really great cover by Jenny Frizen right here. And I will also be picking up cover F, which is the Miguel Mercado variant, and cover E, which is the 1 in 20 Virgin variant by Miguel Mercado. This one is, of course, the trade, but just so you know, there is a Virgin variant, but now you're hitting into the 1 in 20 territory. So here's where you're going to get this one, if you try and pick it up in the Virgin variant, it's going to be somewhere in the teens. So, depending on how much you want to spend or what you're willing to spend, pick it up if you want. I'm definitely going to pick it up. I do love this homage to, the women's baseball leagues that happened back in the 40s. Really great cover right here. And I am a Scotty Young fan. And since I did pick up the #1 of the Scotty Young connecting variant. Of course, I'm gonna have to pick up issue 2, the connecting variant. Here we have War Machine, you have Iron Man. It looks like we have Hulkbuster armor back there. So really interesting, wondering what it's all gonna look like once they're all put together. Here we have Mark Spears Monsters, issue number 9. This is, of course, cover A by Mark Spears, as all of these have been done by Mark Spears. We have a great cover right here of the Mad Hatter, just looking insane. Here we have cover B, where we have, I don't know if this is one of the brides. Oh yeah, it is one of the brides, because you can see the fangs. So obviously it's not Hexy. So we have one of the brides of Dracula right here. And we have cover C, which reminds me of Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Really nice cover right here. I do like that one of them has the rolling pin. And we have the movie theater 3D variant with all the classic monsters right here. Really nice cover. And of course, we're going to have a ratio. So this is cover E, the 1 in 50 variant. And I believe this is called the, you know what? I don't remember his name. It's the something one. It's not the evil one. I don't know what it is. If you remember his name, drop it in the comments for me and let me know. So here we have our Soot Stained Hearts, issue number 3. This is the only cover that they have. It's by Stephen Morian. And I have been enjoying this series. Of course, there's only been 2 issues. Issue 1 was a little rough, as you know most issue 1s are, where you're trying to be introduced to characters and the world. There's a lot of exposition, but they're trying not to make it seem like exposition, but it just is. But issue 2 I felt was a lot more streamlined, and there was something in there that I'm like, wait, is that who I think it is, or they just want me to think who that is? I still don't know who it is. Maybe we'll find out in this issue. But I have enjoyed this series, so I'm going to continue to pick it up. Here we have Power Rangers Prime, issue number 15. Power Rangers is not a series I typically read. I grew up watching Voltron when I was a teenager, is when this came on, and it just felt like it was a rip-off of Voltron. I understand the creations, are actually different, or a different order. But from when I watched it here in the US and when I watched the other one here in the US, that was what I saw. So, if you're one of those that are like, well, this came out first, I get it, but that's not how I experienced it first. That's just how it is. But this cover F by Ito, really great cover. And being able to get an open order cover by Ito, because if you don't know, Ito's ratios go for insane money. Like that Ghost Pepper is still going for $400 plus raw. I want to say the G.I. Joe is probably somewhere around 75, and I think that was a 1 in 25. So I am picking up all the Ito covers that I can, especially if they're open order, and if they're if they're ratios, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one for the Power Rangers crossover that he just put out. That thing is already selling $300, $400 on the aftermarket. Crazy money Ito's covers are. So if you can pick up his ratios before they go crazy, congratulations. But I'm pretty happy with this open order cover, so I'm grabbing it. Up next, we have Predator Bloodshed number 1. Here we have a fantastic cover by Dolly. I hope that's how you say that. It's a 1 in 25 variant. Looks really great. I like the original looking Predator here from the original Predator movie. Even's got the jungle reflection on the helmet. I have no idea what this series is about. I just really like this cover. Hopefully it's a good read. And this Dan Panosian variant is so good, so detailed. I really like it. He's got the blood coming out of his blades over there. Really fantastic cover. Looks, we got another jungle predator right here, and that's my favorite predator, is when he's hunting in the jungle. I don't know if this is going to be, referencing the original Predator or not. I'll find out. But this Dan Panosian is fantastic. There's also a 1 in 50 of this Dan Panosian Virgin variant. So if you like this cover and you're willing to shell out that much money, go pick it up. Next up, we have Psylocke Ninja number 2. This is the In-hyuk Lee versus Elektra variant, and really great cover of Psylocke and Elektra right here, just having a little face-off. So number 1, I did skim through. I didn't have time to read it. But what I got from it, it jumped around a lot in the story. Again, it's a number 1 where they're trying to do some exposition. However, this is Psylocke and this is Elektra, two characters we already know a lot about. So I felt like maybe they could have gotten into the main story a lot quicker. We'll see what happens. I'm never gonna, just end a book after issue 1. I'm always gonna give it at least 2 issues before I say, well, it's probably not for me, I'm out. So hopefully issue 2 will be a lot better. But the covers for this series, fantastic. Here we have Josh Swaby variant. Really great cover by Psylocke right here, guys. Fantastic cover by Swaby. And there's a 1 in 50 Virgin variant that, yes, I will be trying to pick up. Hopefully my LCS has enough pre-orders on this series that they will be able to grab this one for me, because it is really nice. And speaking of great covers, but this story I actually did enjoy. Now, am I a bigger Rogue fan than Psylocke? Yes. It may be some bias in there, but I am a Psylocke fan. I do like Rogue more, but I am a Psylocke fan. But this story I actually did enjoy more. I did like that it's not just, oh, well, hey, I gotta go. You know what? We're gonna tell a story about Rogue's past, which they are, but they actually have it attached to things happening in the current Marvel universe, in the current, Uncanny X-Men series. So I do like that, because it does feel like maybe whatever happened back then can still affect what's happening now. And to me, that's a lot better than like, hey, here's a story that happened that, it doesn't really matter because the character is a character So not that big of a deal, but since things can affect or are affecting what's happening now, it's got my interest. If it didn't interest you, sorry, but the covers are still fantastic. Just like this main cover by David Nakayama, you have Rogue, who just seems to have taken over all the powers of the X-Men. Really great cover right here by David Nakayama. And this 1 in 25 by Marco Ferrari. I don't know how to say that. I tried. Really nice cover. It's not the most detailed, but I do like the action pose of it. It's a great Rogue cover. And again, the 90s version of Rogue with her leather jacket and the yellow and green suit is my favorite Rogue that there is. And this Yasmin Putri variant is, again, really nice. Looks like she is taking off her glove, ready to start absorbing somebody's power. Looks like she's in the middle of a battle. Really fantastic cover right here. So fantastic, in fact, that they're doing a 1 in 50 Virgin variant. And yes, I definitely want to have this one too. So again, hopefully number 2s don't sell as well as number 1. But hopefully Rogue does sell enough where I can pick up this 1 in 50 cover. Next up, we have the Savage Sword of Conan, Reforged, number 3. This is by Alex Horley. Really great cover right here. Really fantastic, classic looking Conan cover right here. And if you don't know, these Reforged are just older classic Conan stories that are now packaged up in like Treasury editions. They're those bigger magazine size. Maybe not Treasury. You know what? I don't know, because we went from like Treasury edition to archival edition to I don't know what. Now they're gigantic. This is about magazine size, somewhere around there. So I don't know what you want to call it. You can call it magazine size, but it's still not quite a magazine. But it fits in the magazine bag. Either way, I really like it. I'm gonna try and collect all of these Conan Reforged cover books as I can, because I never actually read the originals. Here we have Wonder Woman number 30. This is cover E by Chrissy Zulo Uminga, the Valentine's Day variant. Really nice cover right here. I do really love Chrissy Zulo's artwork. I love how she's able to, keep the essence of the characters, but she has it in her own style, which, is similar to Scotty, but hers is, you can tell Scotty, you can tell Chrissy is Chrissy. I really like it when an artist has that specific of a style that works and people like, and I am a Chrissy Zulo fan, so I will be picking these up. Unfortunately, the only thing I don't like about these is we don't get the full background like we did with the winter special and the trick or treat specials that came out 2 years ago. But I understand they're going for this Valentine's Day card, theme right here. Where you can see the, the card, design around it on the outside. So I guess I can forgive it for that. But I do love it when she does the full backgrounds. But still, great cover of Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor right here. Really great cover. Next up, we have X-Men United issue number 1, and this is the Peach Momoko variant of Emma Frost. And Emma Frost is not a character I really collect a lot. I do have some covers of her, but not one of those characters that I really gravitate to. But the way Peach Momoko did this one, so good, I'm gonna have to pick it up. And again, Peach Momoko is one of those artists that I am a fan of, but I don't pick up everything she does. She's probably 50-50 for me if I'm gonna pick it up or not, maybe even 40-60, because lately it seems like she either hits it out of the park or it's just an okay cover that it's like, I don't need it. This one is one I need, so I will be picking it up. Along with the Scotty Young variant, where we have Professor Logan right here teaching the class on SNCC 101. Really great cover. He looks bored being a professor. I love this cover. Again, I love it when Chrissy and when Scotty do full backgrounds and not just the plain white background or one color and then the character. These full background ones, even as simple as this is, I really love it. Really excited that I'm going to get another Scotty cover to my collection. So this is it seems like we're finally getting X-Men and the Uncanny X-Men all together in one place. They're going to be in a brand new school that we've never seen them in. Looks like we're going to get our classic X-Men again. So hopefully it's a good read, because to me, Marvel needs the X-Men to be big books for Marvel to continue to be successful. Right now, what do we really have out of Marvel? I mean, the Ultimate Universe was good, but it's ending now. Whether they're gonna, whenever they say they're ending it, are they meaning like, well, this specific story is ending, now we're gonna do this Ultimate type of universe and this story? I don't know. I was enjoying Ultimate Spider-Man, but then whenever they announced that, 24 was going to be the last issue, and don't get me wrong, when the Absolute Universe came, Ultimate Spider-Man went to my back burner. I will catch up eventually, but I've been reading Absolute nonstop since it came out. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and Flash, I am reading all of those. I have not gone into Martian Manhunter, as I said before, but I've enjoyed all of it. I need Marvel. I need a great X-Men series. That's what Marvel is when Marvel's at its best, you got a great X-Men series, you got a great Amazing Spider-Man series, and then everything else after that would usually just falls into place. But you need those two series specifically to be great. And X-Men just hasn't been there, even though I have been reading X-Men and I've been reading Uncanny X-Men and I've been able to enjoy them from time to time. It's not a consistent thing. It's just more like, well, I like the X-Men, so I'm going to read it. And then every now and then I might have a good issue, but it's not like one after another. Like I've said, Absolute Superman from issue number 1 till the last one that came out, I've enjoyed every issue. Have they all been home runs? No, but they've all been issues that I've been interested in. They're pushing on the story and I've been able to, enjoy it. And I finish it thinking, oh, Can't wait for the next one. Same thing with Absolute Wonder Woman, and Absolute Batman was rougher. So that one, I've always said 1 through 6 is world building, like big time world building. To me, it was slow. The big bad in the first 6 issues really wasn't somebody that I really cared about, so it didn't draw me in. But from issue 7, when they introduced Mr. Freeze, until now, have just been fantastic. Each issue just gets better for me. And I need that from my X-Men and from my Amazing Spider-Man. So please, Marvel, from this tiny little YouTuber who has hardly any subs, but every one of you, thank you so much for subbing. I appreciate it. At least somebody's out there hopefully enjoying my content, but from me, please get the X-Men back where they need to be, back one of your top, 2 series that's coming out. And that was my last book, guys. Sorry for that little rant. But let's get to my totals. First off, we have only 5 books from DC this week. That is crazy low, because it feels like for the last few months, DC has been dominating here with the most books by far. And this week, they took a little tumble. It happens. Indies came back big time with 27 pulls from indie books this week, or FOC, and 13 from Marvel, for a grand total of, not a grand total yet. I did have 12 ratios that I'm pulling. I told you, a lot of ratios this week. And a total of 45. So, yes, that is crazy high. If you've been watching my FOCs, I FOC a lot of books. 45 is by far not the worst I've ever done. So I'll take it. Yes, is it expensive? It's crazy expensive, guys. That's why I tell you, FOC your books so you're not hunting them down on the secondary market and paying crazy money for them. All of my ratio books that I pick up I always get, below ratio. The only times I have to pay above ratio is a 1 in 100, because my LCS is not a big LCS. I live in the suburbs, in the DFW area, so they're not a place that just regularly orders 100 or 200 copies of an issue. A 1 in 25, a 1 in 50, I can get a good deal on, but those 1 in 100s cost me. So that's why I always say, if I'm going to pick one of those up, it's got to be something that just completely blows me away. So guys, if you made it this far, obviously there was some type of enjoyment in this in this video. Please hit the like and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications, because I do at least 3 videos a week. So what I do is, which is on hiatus right now, is Red Shirts. But with the release of Starfleet Academy, pretty sure it's going to come back. We're probably going to start doing reviews on Starfleet Academy. And then we also do reviews on the movies, and then random episodes from the other series of Star Trek. New Comic Book Day haul on Wednesday. Friday is an off-the-shelf live show that I do with some other YouTubers. And then, of course, Friday or Saturday is my FOC video, where I show you everything that I will be picking up for FOC. Sunday is my Snail Mail Sunday, your basic unboxing. And the best way to end the week is the other comic show, another live stream that I do with the other YouTubers. And we go over 3 to 5 books that we read over the week. We do a non-spoiler-y review. Sometimes if we do spoil it, we will let you know, hey, slight spoilers. So if you haven't read it, and then we'll tell you. But we're not just going to blurt out what happened or who showed up. And then we go over Bruce's FOC picks and his favorite picks of the week. It's just a good way to wind down the week, before you got to get back to the grind of Monday. So, like I said, guys, please hit the like and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. Leave me a comment what you thought about my FOC list. Is there something I missed that you're reading and you're really loving? Let me know, guys. If you think I'm putting way too many books on my FOC list and I'm just throwing my money away, let me know that too. But anyways, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.